Hello and welcome to Nintendo Podcast System. I am your host. Wait, hold on. Before we do this, aren't we gonna like rotate? Or
You're doing it.
okay, I'll keep on doing this. I'll keep this in as well. You know, like why not?
Yeah.
let's just keep on going. I can't be bothered. Hi
That's
everyone.
it. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. That's what you're getting.
Hello.
That's the intro.
What episode is it, Matt?
45. So, 45, and it's taken up until now. We're just like, fuck it, we're not doing the proper intro, you know, we're just gonna do it.
Well, I'm sure they got to listen to some lovely music
That's right.
before they came in.
What was that music, Sam?
It was a lovely rendition of the Song of Storms on piano that I found on YouTube.
Oh,
One from Zelda, obviously.
nice stuff. We like nice stuff.
Yes, I thought
We
we'd
all
start
like
off with a
nice
nice melodic one.
Who doesn't like nice stuff? I like nice stuff.
Oh, we all like nice stuff.
I'm feeling very weird today, probably tipsy. So you've been warned, listeners.
Drunk. That's drunk,
I'm
everyone.
not drunk. I swear
He's
I'm
now
not.
late for the podcast.
Whole hour.
Yeah, an hour and a half. Well, yeah, an hour late.
Because he was too busy drinking with his dad, apparently.
We had a lovely meal, but yes, we were kind of drinking. Anyway, moving on. So, this has been a month since the last podcast.
Oops.
We've all been busies again.
I was away in Ireland, the good old land of the
Potatoes!
Irish.
The land of the
potatoes.
potatoes and the
Land of the
Irish.
potatoes. God, I'm just like wrecked.
Slurring.
I shouldn't be. I probably am slurring anyway. So I think we've got a good show packed anyway because like since our last episode, Splatoon 2 has came out. So we'll probably go into that fully in our what have we been playing section, as well as
bringing something fresh as always.
the return of our beloved mascot. Yes, that is right, Bubsy. The Woody Strike Back gets a release date for October 31st. Definitely no other retro-themed character that has its glory days returned to them. Definitely not. Anyway,
That's what I'm playing.
Sonic Mania has been launched, as released rather, and it's great. We'll talk about that
It's
as well.
amazing.
It is amazing, and we'll talk about that more in our What Have We Been Playing section. But as always, first we go into our news section. And here we are into the news. Right, that's it. That's pretty much it. That's all I can explain really about that bit. Anyway, let's keep on going. Pokken Tournament Deluxe. Yeah, I was about to say Pokken Tournament Deluxe DX, which wouldn't make much sense. Anyway,
Deluxe DX.
and Knuckles.
Knuckles.
There's by the time this episode comes out, there should be a demo on the eShop. I can't wait for this personally.
Me
Oh.
either.
Is there really? I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, it was announced. Are you just like caring about Sonic and nothing else right now?
He's
Literally, I'm gonna
basically
be
in. He's
playing this
basically
the
in
whole way through.
Sonic heaven.
Oh. Well, I think
Yes,
that's
yes, but I'm
about
still
it.
here. I'm in podcast mode, you know. Yeah.
Right, so we've managed to go through one news topic in about 30 seconds. That's a new record for us.
Nice.
Yes. And then you see how long we have to go, and you see that there's still another 2 hours of us rambling on. F3 Warriors launches October 20th in Europe, along with a really cool limited edition. US details are still pending though, so if you are in the United States of America or around that area, yeah, See, even Jack, who doesn't like Fire Emblem, is mocking you. Sorry, I shouldn't say it like that. That sounds really stupid.
It's true
Oh
though.
dear.
No,
So
it's not their fault. Like, fleeing hell.
It's true. He mocks you.
It may
Even in your
it may
sleep.
come. I don't know, because I think like with Hyrule Warriors, we got it a week before America as well for Hyrule Warriors
nice.
back on Wii U. So
A good
that may
one.
be it. I hope they get the limited edition though, even though it's only just comes with like a 3 disc CD. But if that has like a really rocking arrangement of Rogue Taken, then I am taken. You know. Anyway, so that's Fire Emblem Warriors. I think it looks cool. This is just gonna be me because I don't think you two give a toss about it.
I
I
can
wouldn't put
I
it
don't
give.
know.
that way,
Well,
but
do you like Fire Emblem Warriors?
I don't.
Oh,
Not
well,
particularly.
well, there was a new trailer at Gamescom showing more of the characters from Fates.
Oh.
Um, they look pretty cool, but the voices are different, and I don't think I like it. You know, if that's the case, that's the case. That's what it has to be. But Hinako's, when you hear Hinako's voice, it's just like that's so different than the Hinakai in like the actual 3DS game. I think that was the case in Fire Emblem Heroes as well, though, where
Hmm.
some characters got voice lines changed. I wonder about that, to be fair, but oh well. Look,
So
it
do you
looks
feel
cool.
that kind of ruins it almost a bit? Like not
It
staying true to the
kinda,
actual.
kinda, yeah. Like I guess they did try their best, but they may be busy with other stuff. Um, I don't know. I was hoping, but I'm not sure if it will have dual audio. I'm not sure. I hope it does.
Hmm.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'll fully ruin the experience, but I will be like, these aren't the proper voices. Well, not the proper voices because I've only appeared in one game, but you know, they're not the voices I'm used to. The thing I fear though is like I want to see like more. I feel like, well, hopefully there's more to come, more characters to come, but I want to see like, well, I think we've still got more characters to come from Marth's game because he's the only one we've seen from his game. Whereas like with Fates, we've seen pretty much all the members of the royal family apart from Jura, um, the royal families, I should say. But yeah, I don't know.
Perhaps perhaps they're keeping their cards close to their chest and like not wanting to spoil too much.
Maybe that's true. I hope they more have like them on the same level in terms of the roster size. I hope it's on the same level as Hyrule Warriors Legends. You know, I don't
Hmm.
wouldn't mind DLC incorporating new games because I think with original Hyrule Warriors it was like the focused games were Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, and Skyward Sword.
They were,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, and then like when they did DLC and stuff, they branched out to more games like Majora's Mask, um,
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. That was the other one. And then they also incorporated stuff like Spirit Tracks as well, Link Between Worlds.
Uh,
Um,
Link's Adventure on the
oh
Game
yeah,
Boy.
Link's Adventure. Yeah, because you had Anon, wasn't it? I think. I don't know.
It was like the one where he gets washed up on an island
Yeah.
and
No, no, I'm talking
like
about
Malon,
the
yeah.
man. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
talking about.
that's the one.
Yeah. I don't know. So I wouldn't mind seeing another DLC structure, but I may not actually. I don't know. It looks good though. It looks good. I've heard good things about it, and it seems like better than Hyrule Warriors. Um, yeah, we should see. Moving on. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon gets a new trailer, which is the first, well, sort of the first piece of official news. So there's a couple of things to go over here. So like one is the new trailer. So that came out last week, I believe. So it just
Yes.
showed off a couple more of the game.
Hmm.
Um, I think one popular idea is that Kanto may be returning.
Oh,
That's been the idea because apparently one room looks similar to Lieutenant Surge's gym. Apparently, just because trash cans are lined up. I don't know.
Well, considering they
was that
brought black, red, and blue in the original,
That's true.
Isn't
Yeah.
Silver and Gold out soon?
Oh, Silver. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, like they're getting packaged editions, aren't they?
Yes,
They
they
are.
That's
are.
pretty cool.
You're literally getting a cardboard box with a code in it.
Don't you feel special?
Yeah.
No,
I
I,
was like,
I think
wow,
that's a pretty cool
that looks
idea.
amazing.
Um, but yeah, so like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So like we got a new look at our Lola, like the new art for the whole region of Lola. It's like a new sunset
The
setting.
characters
Yeah,
got new clothes.
yeah. I quite like the new clothes.
I
They're
like the
kind of
bucket
cool.
hat. Big fan. I like that.
Bucket.
I like bucket hats.
Yeah.
They're nice. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
Um, then in addition we got a new form for Lycanroc, which is definitely not just a recolor and like one extra piece of
It's a
fur.
best of both, really. It's like Lycanroc midday on all fours, and then Lycanroc midnight forms sort of scruff hairstyle
I
fur
guess.
thing.
Does it have anything
Yes,
different? It had a different move, didn't it? A different Z move?
It
maybe.
has a unique move, I believe. I can't remember. My friend told me, and I can't remember.
And then there's going to be a new exclusive Z move for Kamato, which seems to be quite overpowered because it does. It's like Eevee's Z move, just that it does a lot of damage as well.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
but I don't know on the whole with Pokemon because I'll get into this, but like I'm about to face like I'm in the Elite Four right now in Sun.
Right.
Finally, like a
Ah.
good 9 months after the release of the game, I'm just about to be it. But it's like I don't want to go back in this early. I'll see.
Yeah.
I'll see what else I have in my library.
Mm.
But it is like we've got 3 months away. We still don't know a whole lot about it.
I'm more interested in playing Silver and Gold again on the 3DS, if I'm honest.
I'm personally not, but that's just me because I'm like of a newer generation, I guess.
Right.
Um,
You never played it, have you?
well, I played Heart of Gold, but not the
Oh,
not Gold and Silver, no. Um,
well, that's fair enough.
yeah. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I want to see more of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon because I do like Pokemon. But it is like, I don't know. I may because I only really play it for the adventure. Really, I don't really give much of a toss about going against other people. I get
Mm.
why that's popular, you know, and I really do like that aspect. It's just like I don't know. It's just not my thing, you know. So I don't really care about the meta or anything. I do appreciate. Well, no, like I do appreciate the changes and stuff like that
I
for the
believe
meta.
Worlds has just gone on, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's finished, and that's where the I think it premiered.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. Or it may change the meta. I don't know. But for me, who's someone that just wants the good old adventure,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not.
quite a
I'm
few
not.
of us are like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Ultra Sun may be for me. I'm not sure.
How far did you get in Sun and Moon, Sam? Just out of curiosity,
I finished it.
you finished it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got as far as finishing the Elite Four, and I don't think I've played it since, kind of thing. So
Oh yeah, I did all the extra stuff at the end.
yeah, so I've not done any
Yeah.
of that yet.
I
Might need
may
to go
do
back.
that on holiday, but it's like Ultra Sun's about to be launched, so it's like I don't know.
Yeah, be prepared for some difficult battles,
Yeah.
depending how you approach them.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yes.
You know, are we gonna get it? I might get it for Christmas actually. That might be a good Christmas game.
I don't know. I'm probably
I'm
gonna
really
pass.
unsure. I'm really unsure on it, if I'm honest. I don't know
Hmm.
whether to or not.
If
But,
there were like a new Eevee, I'd be all over it, but unfortunately not. So,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like for the first time, you know, since I actually got Diamond, which was my first, I may have to like miss out on a mainline Pokemon game, which is a bit weird.
Yeah, no, it's a
We're
bit
at a,
Um,
we're at a funny
cheating, isn't it?
stage. We're at a funny stage because everyone's got a Switch now, and
mm,
they're still making games to the older consoles and things. It's like,
Mm,
if it was out on the Switch, would you buy it straight away?
probably.
maybe that's the thing. Because I think it has been rumored that the new one is gonna come in 2018,
Yeah.
isn't it? They haven't specified yet, but it's like I really want Diamond and Pearl remakes because that was one of my first games. I would love to like just experience that unfold. And if they use like Sun and Moon's engine where it's not, not on an axis, if they like rework the environment to allow for that, I would be all for that. You know, like regardless of the console, but I would like that on the Switch. But
Yeah,
it's like
it
they've
makes more
had,
sense on the Switch, if
yeah,
I'm honest.
but it's like they've had that tradition of like new generation for the new console. They don't normally start with. Well, they could just break the formula. I hope they do. May as well.
Make some, yeah, do something different.
Yeah. Like so, make the remake Diamond and Pearl for Switch. That'd be the first Pokemon game. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I feel like a new generation would be stronger.
How long
Maybe.
ago was Diamond and Pearl now? Just out of
10 years
curiosity.
ago. 11.
10 years ago.
My
No.
God.
No. Yeah, it was 10 years ago over here. That's a weird
Wow.
thought. Bloody hell.
There you go.
I
Now
still
you'll feel really
remember.
old.
I still remember not being able to get out of the house, so I didn't play it for a good like a couple of months. Because I
Oh
was stuck
man.
in that a little bit. Then when I was told how to get out of the house, I was like, "Oh my god, I love this game." I do
Oh
remember like,
dear.
ah, see, I just want to like just explore that world. To be honest, of Sinnoh. Um, but Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, despite how much, despite how great Lola is, I can't really see a lot for it. I don't
Right.
know.
What do you mean?
It's like, again,
Is
going
it going
back
to
to
be
the
the same kind of
yeah,
story
yeah, because
and
they're like,
stuff?
oh, this is gonna be retelling, and it's like, well, we've already really played it, and it's not much of a
Yeah, how much
mystery.
extra can they add?
Yeah, because it's not much
How
of a
much more
mystery
extra?
because
Yeah.
it's like Necrozma or whatever. That's just been fused with Solgaleo and Lunala, which was basically just the same thing with Black and White too. Except that I heard
No,
very good things about that.
this is what I was going to ask because I've never played Black and White and Black and White 2.
Right.
How was Black and White handled compared to the first one kind of thing?
Oh, well, I actually didn't finish Black 2. That's the version I
Right.
got, and
Okay.
I kind of regret that. But you had like the World Championships thing, so that allowed you to um, go up against gym leaders from all across the world, from Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, and Unova,
Right.
amongst other people, which I thought was cool. Although I wish I could train for it, like level up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was just like a continuation. The story wasn't a retelling; it was an actual sequel. And I think that was the cool thing about it because like you didn't start off in the same town. You start off in the city actually, and it's Bianca that gives you your Pokemon this time because she's working for the professor. And then now there's a gym in your starting town, which is new. Um,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
so there's a lot.
So
There is more about Black 2 that I'm sure has changed. But I think the general consensus within the community was like these are like good. Um, but that's what I feel because it's like with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, it's like we're about 3 months, less than 3 months away from release. It launches on the 17th of November, I believe. And it's like we don't
yep.
know much about the game. We could get like a lot of information, but compared to like, well, actually, well, I don't know because it's like Sun and Moon that was revealed back in February of last year. So they had a lot more time. But even then, it was around about like until about 3 months until they actually showed off the first trailer for Sun and Moon. Since they actually revealed
Okay.
it. Yeah, because they revealed it in February, I believe, with that Pokemon
Yeah, I think
Direct.
you're right.
Yeah, and then they showed off the new trailer like in May. And I just
Hmm.
remember there being like with my mate, and we were just like all freaking out about it, like right in front of like all the other like classmates and stuff. It was great. I remember that. Yeah, it was good. And then that's the thing because it's like when we saw that it was like new engine, new graphics. Everybody's like in the starters. All this kind of stuff. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, granted, it's pretty much the same game. It's like I can't see the same hype. If I do, it's like it's normally just along the lines, oh, I'll get this. I'm still looking forward. Not like, oh my god, I can't wait to play this. Not in the same line as like Mario Odyssey or how Sun and Moon were last year.
I think you are right though. There's been a lot less like press about this version than the last two sort of releases of Pokemon. I mean, normally it gets nearer to sort of October sort of time,
True.
and all of a sudden, all you see on TV will be Pokemon, 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 Pokemon.
Good
But
point.
normally there is a slow build up through, like I said, with directs and other videos they put out, but they've not really done that many so far, have they? That's the thing. There's a few little trailers here, but that's about it.
Yeah, well, it's only been the one trailer, and then I think just the videos.
Variants of the one
Yeah,
trailer kind of thing as well. They do that a lot as well, but
yeah, I guess
which is
so.
weird.
No, should we?
Should we
Maybe
move
we'll
on
be
to the next
pleasantly.
topic?
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
Arms, two things. For one, a new character has been
Yeah.
revealed. And she is called Lola Pop. She is a traveling clown that doesn't look freaky, thankfully. And she comes with
She's
a new
all
stage as well. She looks
she's all
kind of
made of
cool.
sweets.
Yeah,
She's
I don't know.
sweet themed. It's so cool.
I just love like how the characters and arms are handled. If you'd pardon the
Mm.
pun. You get it because hands are on arms.
Ah, so bad.
Came to me in a whim.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know. Well, because I'm getting arms tomorrow. We're we're recording this on 23rd of August. I should have said that at the start. I forgot to. But yeah, we're recording this on 23rd of August. So tomorrow I'll probably be able to pick this up. In fact, I need to reserve my order at Argos in case I
Oh,
forget.
brand placement. Brand
Brand
placement.
placement.
There are other shops available.
I know, but it's like game's gonna be overpriced, and I want to get it tomorrow. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go in." Yeah.
Anyway, so Lola Pop, her arms, I quite like the nunchuck sort of style arms. They look
Yeah, I
cool.
saw that.
They look really cool. I wonder what they're going to be like in terms of like attacking and area and what kind of effect they're going to have as well. I'm proper looking forward to that. Then she's got this little like rocket stamper, like it's like a rocket shot, like a triple shot, but with like the goo from Helix's arms, which just looks interesting. So it's obscuring as well as like wide range.
Mm.
And then the what was it, the shields that reflect? Like they bounce back punches if you time it right. So that was an interesting one.
Yay!
And then she's got her own ability as well, isn't she? Like the other characters.
Yeah, what is her ability? Do we know?
It's like a really like high defense. When she
Ah.
guards, she kind of like inflates almost.
That's right. Yeah.
So she has like this really high defensive sort of ability. It's quite unusual, but I mean, it kind of grounds her as well because like if you do it in the air, it will instantly sort of shoot back down to the floor.
So basically, she's a balloon clown.
Pretty much, yes.
She's a lovely fan, I'm sure.
It's quite weird, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's out next week, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's coming in version 3.0.
Yes.
I don't like how it's like version 3.0, like a whole extra one for just a new character. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I
No,
don't know
they
why.
did a patch. They did a patch at one point.
Yeah, I
So
know,
it's
but it's not like 2.1, then 2.2, then 2.25. You know, it's just
yeah,
It's a
like
whole new version.
1.2.3.
it's
It's
for
like,
them to do the patching
I guess so.
numbers. But hey ho.
Nintendo, you've wound Matt up. He's going to come and send you an angry letter
God.
now.
Thanks, Nintendo. Anyway, but speaking of new fighters, people have data mined the internal names of 20 arms fighters. So if you don't want to hear and just want it to be a surprise for when you hear it, um, just tune off for a little bit. But yeah, here we are. So for the characters that we already know, there's Belt, which relates to Max Brass, DNA related to Helix, Hair related to Twintel, Me relating to Min Min, Me spelled Mee. I'm not sure how that relates, but well. Mummy, you could guess who that is. Ninja being Ninjara, Police being Bite and Bark, Ribbon being Ribbon Girl, Snake, Kid Cobra, Spring relating to Springman, and then Worker relating to Mechanica. So that's the internal names for the characters we do know, and then this next list, which I'm going to read out, these are others that have yet to be. Well, at the time this article was published, they were unknown characters, and they may not even be represented in the final game. So they are Chain, Coil, Plant, Robo, Scroll, Sumo, Surprise, Sweet, and Twin Tail. Twin Tail spelt like Twin Tail, if that makes sense.
Like Tails the twin tail fox.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Oh
do,
no,
do.
like tail as in like a fairy tale, so Tale.
As in a fox tail, a
Oh,
cat
yeah,
tail, a dog
yeah.
tail.
Just don't bother, Sam. You're fighting a losing battle.
Anyway.
Anyway, so guys, you have access to this, so you could read it yourself.
I'm reading it.
Yeah.
Just
So
ignore it.
so
we know what sweet is now, so
that's
obvious.
hold on, I need to look
Lola
up a name. Lola Pop, that's it. The one that's sticks out to me though is Surprise, because I feel like that could go in either of two ways. So that could be like, I think one idea was like this Jack in the Box kind of character.
I
Which could
have
be
a
quite cool.
sneaking suspicion, but I don't know. Like, surprise could be.
Like Little Mac, Lanky Kong,
Well, I was thinking more along
Luffy.
the lines of, does somebody, like, this is just hypothetical, a complete guess, that there is going to be some sort of competition, there's going to be some sort of thing that somebody gets to choose to go put in a design to get an idea made to reality.
Oh, okay.
That's just kind of a guess from me, if I thought surprise.
Maybe. But these, I believe these were names recorded on the first version, so they may have been taken out. They may have been, who knows? They may not even relate to future characters. They were just there.
Interesting if it would did happen that way. I'd love that.
Mm.
Who better to get involved in game development than their own fans?
That's a good point.
It
Well,
works for other games.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Just patience, Shaq. Patience.
Oh.
You have your time. You have your time. Patience, dear boyo.
Like the sound of the plant one. That'd be
Plant
interesting.
seems interesting.
Like
Pizza.
Vines Farms.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Ooh.
Or something stupid.
Go on.
Twin Tails. I wonder if it'd be like twins, like a
Maybe.
duo fighting
Oh,
couple.
good point.
That could be true. That could be true.
Who knows? Who
I
knows?
have loads of ideas, but we're gonna be forever trying to guess. Should we move on to the next juicy, fresh piece of news?
Sure, but if you want to word it like that, new Splatoon 2 content that's been revealed. There will be,
Yeah.
so Manta Marina, which looks like a cool new stage, apparently is set to accommodate close encounter combat.
Yeah.
Mm.
Isn't it like a pirate ship like shaped thing?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So like you got 3 masts, you know, you got that kind of stuff going on. That should be launching this weekend, I think. So
I believe there's also another
I think it's Saturday.
Grisco map.
there
map
is
as
another
well.
salmon run that it is called Lost Outpost. It's been updated, it's been added, you know, to the thing.
Yes.
But I couldn't even play on it today because of the stupid salmon run settings.
Oh.
Yeah, which is weird because like with the last game, whenever they added a new map, they would have that map on every rotation that day,
Yeah.
which
they-
I thought
they
was
did.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Dear.
So I was expecting to go in like, yes, I could play Salmon Run on the new map, and it's like, no, you have to wait until, you know, it appears, because that's how Salmon Run works, because the developers can be out of touch. Anyway, moving on, and then finally we have the bubble blower weapon,
Oh.
which looks really cool, to be fair. So like the main concept is that you can shoot up to 3 big bubbles and they burst with your ink, and could be used as a shield as well. I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
I'll be
it's
interested to see how
different.
that works.
Lost Outpost looks really cool. We'll get more into Splatoon 2 later, I guess, so we can move on. Can we?
Yeah.
Okay. So next one, Final Fantasy 15 may indeed be coming to Nintendo Switch. Hold on, let me just get the precise story here, just to make double clear. So this comes from Go Nintendo. Final Fantasy 15 very strongly hinted at for Switch release. Oh, it means I'll have to play a clip, but I don't want that appearing on the podcast. I believe what it was that I can't remember who was talking, but someone from Square Enix, and was like, we don't want to say something too important, but it may rhyme with Twitch, and it's like, okay, you're being like too, because it was a Twitch presentation as well. They released like a mobile version, Pocket Edition, where they're like severely cut down on the graphics, like by miles. And so it's all like chibi and stuff like that. So if they could be bothered about like doing a Pocket Edition, they should be able to get it on the Switch, and I hope they do, because they have been quite friendly as of late.
Yay.
Any thoughts on this?
Couldn't give a monkeys.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I'd rather they had Kingdom Hearts, if I'm honest, at the moment. And the fact that they've just pretty much destroyed Final Fantasy 15 by making it a mobile game at the moment, which is on every advert of YouTube.
Probably
Oh, that's
agree.
They've just destroyed Final Fantasy 15 at the moment. So, but yeah, it'd be nice to see. But and then the support there from a third party is also interesting. But
Yeah, I get
yeah,
that.
okay.
Yeah, I feel the same. It's just not doing it for me, I'm afraid.
That's
As
alright.
much as I love Square
I can see a
Enix
lot of
stuff.
people will be happy to see it on there.
I think I would.
It'd be good to have Final Fantasy back on a Nintendo console.
But like, I would rather Persona 5 myself.
Yeah, hmm
But it's
There are
like,
better options at the
yeah,
moment, I
there
think.
are better options. But like considering how big that game is, it should be right at home on Switch.
Yeah,
Anyway,
definitely.
um, moving on, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle as will be getting a season pass in true Ubisoft fashion. I guess I don't
Are
know.
we?
I'm just
How are we
trying.
not surprised?
I'm just trying to make like a hot take, but it's like I don't even know Ubisoft that well. Anyway, so at launch there'll be 8 exclusive steampunk weapons. Um, Later this autumn or fall, if you
Yay.
are American, that will include new solo challenges and co-op maps, and then there will be new story content coming in 2018. So
Well, what?
Mario & Rabbids Kingdom
That's
Battle will be getting new content. That's not a bad thing.
yay,
Um,
yay.
Surprising. Well, I don't know. Like
But if
it
if
could
you
be extended that a bit further, but
yeah,
yeah.
but if you aren't bothered about like the challenges or co-op maps, you can just buy the new story content like separately when that comes out.
Okay, that's
So
good.
that's
That's
something.
quite good
Yeah.
then.
So
If it was like if it was just
it's not like a Zelda situation. Um,
it wasn't like you had to buy all the season pass to be able to get everything. You can buy it in
yeah.
smaller packs. That'd be great.
It
That'd be
seems like
fine.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
I'd probably only been interested in the new story parts probably. But
Mm,
yeah, okay,
yeah.
cool. I
Cool.
don't mind it. I don't
Anyway,
mind it.
we'll be talking about that in just a bit, but new. This also came today, just before recording. New cars are coming to Rocket League that are exclusive to Nintendo Switch. This was talked about when it was first revealed at E3, but it has been confirmed today that there'll be 2 new cars
Free.
dedicated. Yeah, well, I was going to say 2 dedicated to our favourite Mario Brothers, and then another one themed around Samus's gunship, which I think is really cool. That
My
Metroid is
God.
getting some love.
It fits
Yeah.
well in the Rocket League style.
Yeah, I guess so.
Definitely.
Yeah. Can you imagine if like?
Yeah, they look pretty cool. They look pretty cool.
Can you imagine like the Blue Falcon, just like swimming around in that?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, what I'm more interested to find out in Rocket League is what they do what's called toppers, which are items you can put on top of your car.
Oh, yeah, I think they've confirmed Mario and Luigi's hat.
Right. Okay.
As
Should
toppers.
also be they should do like Mushroom Superstar, and then like other iconic things from other games like the leaf from Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there'd be
Um,
more stuff in that sort
the,
of section because you can put it on the top of the car and
the
you can also put it on
Metroid.
top of the aerial thing as well.
Mm.
So I'm just interested to see what they do in terms of a Nintendo theme around Rocket League, and if they also have all the Rick and Morty stuff in there as well, because that'd be cool. Because I use all of that.
Ah, jeez.
Yay! But we're pretty looking forward to Rocket League on Switch. I'm definitely buying it myself. So, anyone else, or am I on my own on that one?
I'm good. I already own it on PC, so
I,
I don't think
I'm
I'll
only
be
going to be
bothered by
getting on
the
Switch.
exclusive Nintendo.
I don't have it yet, so
I've got it on Xbox and PC, but my PC version doesn't run very well, so that's why I've got the Xbox one. As well.
Hmm.
But, yeah, cool. It'll be good for multiplayer events and things. So yay. Just a quick one, Matt. I did forget to write it down. Pokemon Go. There's been lots of data mined in that as well.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Why don't you talk about it?
There's rumours of Generation 3 Pokemon being added slowly into the game at each patch. And I think it's the starters, Torchic. What's the other starters in that
Trico
round? I
and
can't remember. Trico. That's it. Those 3.
Yeah.
All their names have been found in the game text already, so
okay.
they could be slowly arriving, which would be cool.
That's the problem. Slowly arriving when they should just be like, listen, we're going to be a good developer for once, and be like, here you go. Here's all the Owen Pokemon.
But why would they just
I'm
do it
being
all at
salty.
once? So when they can,
Yeah, good
they can
point. I'm just being
slowly and make money
I'm just
out
like
of it, you know.
I just like being salty a bit about Pokemon Go because like, well, wait, have you been playing that, Jack, by any chance?
Yeah, I've got a couple of legendaries and
Are we going to be
things.
talking about what have you been playing? Because we could talk
It's
about it.
Sorry?
probably wise to.
Yeah,
Well, maybe.
we'll leave it a maybe. If we
Maybe.
don't get back to it, not much of a loss because I don't want to get like too salty. Well, not really salty, just a bit disappointed. That's
Oh
my hot take, though.
dear.
That's my hot take. I think, well, we'll get into it in a little bit. Maybe. Actually, we haven't had like a proper discussion section in ages, have we?
No, because
No?
we tend to rabbit on too much in
We
the
rabbit
other
on too much,
sections.
yeah. Ah, we just like go
Okay.
on a tangent.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
terrible.
Terrible, isn't it?
It's very terrible. I'm probably to blame. Maybe I don't know.
Do you know what else came out this week or last week?
What
A game,
we'll get
Sonic.
we'll get into that in the next section. But before we wrap up, we have
But,
to talk about upcoming releases. But what, Jack?
it sold so many this week that it would have
Ah,
beaten Crash
yeah, yeah.
Bandicoot at the top of the charts.
Which is really
But
happy.
it
That
was
makes
only
me happy.
downloads. But it was only downloads, so it didn't count.
Yeah. So like,
Uh,
so in case you're unaware, in the UK every week there's a top 40 published. Basically just charts of the games. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy has been at the top since its release. um, it's a good game to be fair, but even I'm quite surprised that's stayed on number one for so long.
mm,
However, the past week, Sonic Mania was of course released, and Sega did confirm that if digital data was taken into account, it would have beaten Crash Bandicoot, which is pretty good going.
Yay!
go Sonic.
You gotta go fast. Yeah.
Yay!
Jeez.
Jack's happy.
I
Yeah,
know
I
he
haven't played it
is.
yet, so yeah.
Yay! Oh, good. So,
Anyway.
should we
Right.
just go into the next section before like Matt's brain just implodes?
My brain isn't imploding, Jack. I already knew that info, but I wasn't sure to include it or not.
Well, we have now, so
Well, we
you
have
know.
now, but like, either way. Right,
Next section.
upcoming releases. The only one that I've got down before the next episode probably, which we aim to do another 2 weeks, hopefully, right? Okay. Um, Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle that launches on Tuesday the 29th of August. It's just weird if you think about it. It's launching in less than a
Yeah.
week. That's weird. Very weird.
Better hurry up then.
Alright. I'm just saying, are you guys interested in it?
I'll probably give it a go. Yeah, I'll
Right.
probably give it a go.
I'm on the fence about it, but
I'll probably
maybe.
I'll probably get it before the year ends. Probably.
Maybe a Christmas present.
Maybe.
Maybe a little bit later. It might be a bit cheaper, possibly. But
Yeah.
maybe I'll
Or
wait on
feel
reviews.
probably.
Reviews maybe like Sean and K. I think it'll do really well though critically.
I wasn't sure. There's a Rayman game. There's a demo for it on the Switch. I'm not sure
Oh,
when
Rayman
that
Legends.
was released.
I think it was
Yeah.
released. The definitive edition. I think so.
Is that out now, or is that out?
I don't think that's out now. Let me check. So Rayman.
I'm sure that's within the time of when our next podcast
I
will
think
be.
so.
Anyway, look it up, people. You'll find out.
Hold on.
Oh, holding on.
Just hold on.
I've been trying to play Sonic Mania
12th
the whole time of the podcast.
12th of September is its release date. The UK at least.
Oh, a little bit later. Cool.
Yeah, so
Worth a look. The demo's on the Switch store, so give it a go.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I played on Wii U, so yeah, it is a good
Yeah.
game. I might pick it up again. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to the next section. So here we are in the what have you been playing section. I think, Jack,
Hello.
I have a sneaking suspicion you want to go first.
Oh man.
Whatever gave you that idea?
Guess what I've been playing?
You've already said that at the beginning, Jack. They already know.
Guess what I've been playing? Splatoon 2. It's amazing.
Oh, are we going to talk about that first then?
Well, if you want to, I could quite easily go to Sonic Mania if you prefer. But,
I don't know.
I
Well,
thought-
it's your choice. I was expecting Sonic Mania, to be fair.
Well, yeah, I'll do Sonic first because I know
Okay.
it's only me and you have been playing it, and
Yeah.
Sam has done the worst thing. by
Okay,
not
should
playing.
we save Splatoon 2
I'm-
for the very... Should we...
I'm sorry, I got 100 million games I got to try and get through.
Should we save Splatoon 2 for last then? Because we'll be going
Okay.
in depth about that.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
All of us have played it, so yes.
So
no, actually,
has every-
no. Hold on. Should we make a
Oh.
new thing where it's like, if we've all been playing a game, it's called the big game. So it's like the big
big
game.
game.
So
Look
that
at Matt
once-
go. He's
so-
made the new section.
It's on the spot. Oh
I'm
my
just on
god.
the spot.
Just-
Yeah.
Oh god.
you.
Jeez. Like
So
new
it's-
age.
So it's like
It's like
it'll
cheers in the background and everything, and everyone's
Yeah.
going crazy. The crowd's going mad. It's
I know,
whoa.
it's just like, oh,
Shucks and aws.
thank you. Just
Sweep
like,
across the crowd.
Woo!
just like mesmerizing. Yeah.
So anyway, Sonic Mania.
Anyway, right. Proceed, Jack.
It's the best game I think I've ever played so far
Oh,
this
oh.
year,
I thought you meant to go like ever.
And-
I was like,
and possibly best Sonic game I've ever played ever.
I've heard that a lot.
It's honestly it's so nostalgia filled, but with new aspects
Yeah.
all together, and it's just so much to it. It's unbelievable, you know. It's just there's so much in the game that I just can't explain why it's there, but it's there, kind of thing.
Right.
It's very traditional that the first level you go on is Green Hill Zone. You know, same old thing. Go through there.
Pandering to the Green Hill Zone audience. God.
Yeah, but as I mentioned on Topic Nintendo this week,
Cheeky plug.
this game's been made by Christian Whitehead and a lot of his team, and lots of them made like Sonic hacks in the past.
Yeah, yeah.
In that community, it was always mentioned that you had to have Green Hill Zone in your Sonic hack, otherwise it wasn't a Sonic hack. So it's like an on-running joke within that sort of.
Maybe. But I guess it's also
But
the
it's
other fact that this is a celebration
Yes,
of Sonic.
absolutely.
So like, you can't do that without Green Hill Zone.
No, of course. But they sort of the story sort of goes. You go through the first level. Well, you basically arrive in Angel Island at the start, which is the first area of Sonic 3. You fly in like 4, and you come in, but there's like 4 or 5 robots surrounding this like jewel being picked up out of the ground, and all of a sudden this jewel hits you like it's vaporizes the whole screen, and all of a sudden we're back in the Green Hill Zone.
Right.
So it's sort of like a time effect they use, but they kind of use that throughout the whole game to explain why you're going back to levels and things, and it's quite fun now they've sort of done it, and the way they've explained the mini bosses and what happened to them in one little screen, I thought it was quite clever. So I've played through the whole thing. I found it really hard to talk about it the other night because there's so much in it which would spoil for anyone who hasn't played it yet.
That's a good point. Okay. The Chemical Plant Zone. Act 2
No,
boss.
you've already done it. You've already spoiled something.
I haven't said what it was.
Yeah, so chemical plants in there as well. What I did like about the first sort of chemical plant section, on the first entrance to the level, you get hit by a purple drop
Yeah.
on the character, whatever one you're playing as, and it hits them on the head, and then they just wipe it away. And it's like the smallest little thing, but it's like, oh god, it's purple water time kind of thing. It's to sort of say,
Good old purple
time to
water.
panic, you know? Oh,
Yeah.
good old purple water. But I think the fact that I've been playing through basically every 2D Sonic game leading up to this, I think I've noticed a lot more than other people in terms of like references between all the old games and old enemies, and even like little things in the background and different levels. There's like this was all in other parts of other levels, and they just basically taken all of these parts and put them into whatever they could make. It's
Right.
They put it all together and just muddled it up a bit, and then okay, put it out again, and it's just brilliant. The level design on each level is really, really well done and well thought out. It teaches you new elements really quickly. So, for instance, on the second act of Chemical Plant Zone,
Yeah.
there's a blue liquid you hit, and it basically bounces you up. But it shows you if you've got to inject a green liquid into something, it makes the bounce a bit higher. And it shows you that in one screen how to learn that part to carry on through. And it does that throughout the whole game. Like, it teaches you the gimmick of the level, and then just lets you do it. It doesn't sort of hold you back and explain things. It just says give it a go and see what happens, which is quite traditional to a lot of Sonic games. And I just like the fact that they've done that kind of thing. It really does help the player through the level before they even touch the button, kind of thing. You know, it's kind of fun. But, what's your overall thoughts of it so far, Matt? I know you've played quite a bit of it.
See, that's the thing. Like, I didn't really like Freedom Planet that much, which was sort of like a spiritual successor. Sonic Mania, I'm just having a blast with it, you know, because it's like my first Sonic game was Sonic Heroes, so I
Right.
sort of grew up with that kind of Sonic, you know, like chili dogs, yeah, you know, I can't say it too loudly, you know, but that kind of Sonic, you know, so like Unleashed, you know, I'm saying you know a lot.
Oh, you know.
um, so
So have you had much experience playing like the older games?
yeah,
'Cause I know
that's what I was about to say. Like I haven't, you know,
no.
again.
So you're basically gone into this game not knowing much about the older games and things like that.
Well, not knowing necessarily,
Hmm.
just that like I haven't played it, you know. So like I know.
What the reason I ask, because what I've found with this game so far is that for the fans of the Sonic series,
For the fans, yeah.
it's absolutely brilliant, because you see where you see all the references and you know where things are from, and you can point them out and say, oh, well, that's
Yeah.
really cool. And then you sort of get that feeling like, wow, why have they done this kind of thing? But if you're brand new to the game as well, coming into it and maybe not knowing all the references or only knowing a few of them, does it still have that sort of feel of such a great game?
I did recognise 3 certain characters from Mirage Saloon Zone.
Yes.
Like I have heard about them, you know, so I was able to go, oh my god, that's a really cool reference. Then I heard the actual reference of another really cool boss. But yeah, but like for me, I'm just like having a good time, just exploring, you know.
I think the buying Tetris Puyo definitely helped out with one of the bosses recently. So
Yeah, maybe. But like I heard that like that wasn't the actual origin; it was actually a different game.
yeah, there was basically in the second act in Sonic Mania
Jack,
of
we were
Chemical
just
Plant Zone.
no. We were just like, oh, let's not spoil it, and then you're going on. Oh, by the
Look,
way, about that
I'm going
boss.
for this one, and then the rest of it, I'm not going to spoil anything else after this. So
But
this is
this
the only
like
one
the
because
coolest bit
I need
about
to.
the game.
But I need to do it because it's a
Okay.
really good reference.
Right.
So
Guys,
I'm going to
copy
spoil the
is-
boss. Right, guys. If you don't want to know, you don't want any spoilers for Sonic Mania, just like skip for the next like 20 minutes.
No,
So
I wouldn't say 20 minutes. I'd say
I'm
like
joking,
about a
but-
minute.
So,
Well, maybe 5 minutes.
a couple
just to be
minutes,
safe.
yeah.
Yeah, a couple minutes.
not 3 minutes. We're going for that long. Basically, that boss in Chemical Plant Zone Act 2 is a Robotnik, and you go into it, and it's you fall into this sort of hole, and then all of a sudden you're next to Robotnik, and there's two screens, and we're like, oh, what's going on here? This is kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then the Poyos start dropping, and you're playing Puyo Puyo, and it's like, what? Why are we suddenly playing Puyo Puyo? But it's because there's a Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine on
That's
the
it, yeah.
Mega Drive was an old Puyo Puyo game, and I think that's the sort of the whole reference there is that you know that game exists, and they wanted to explain it, and it's like this is really weird, but it's amazing at the same time. It's like, but that's the end of that. Spoilers. I'm not going to try my best not to do any more spoilers for that, but it's just like it's a great game. It's like they've got everything you need for a Sonic game in there. You got the pace, you got the level design, you've got the sound is fantastic. They remix most of the level music. They've got the nostalgia of old things in there.
Yeah.
Like I said, even if you come into the game completely new, not having a clue about any of that, it's a really, really good game. So
I always say another really strong aspect of Sonic Mania. The music.
yeah.
Really, really top quality soundtrack there. Like, I mainly love like when you transition between the two acts. It's like Act 2 starts right where Act 1 boss finished.
Yeah.
That was a cool touch.
So in Sonic 3, that was a big thing that between Act
Okay.
2, there was a slight change in music. It was still the sort of the same level music, but they sort of changed the beat slightly.
Yeah.
And they go further into this in Sonic Mania. You can definitely tell it in a lot of the levels. If you play the first one, then try the second one, it's completely different. But yeah, it's just got that more upbeat noise to it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the music design itself was made by a guy who was also involved in the hacking community, who's been making music for Sonic games for years, kind of thing. It's that time and love and dedication that they've sort of shown in this whole game altogether, though. The fact that they are all fans of Sonic games and they know how to make a good Sonic game, and they basically pulled it off, it was crazy. But I just wanted to say, like, I've been saying this for at least a year or so, that I think this could be my game of the year. And I think it is, even with Zelda. I just think it's fantastic. It's honestly, I've been building it up so much, and I thought I've overhyped it myself, but it's just generally a really, really good game.
It is really good. Like the level design, I really like it as well.
It's just the way it changes quickly. 1 minute you're focusing on the straight and narrow stretch, and then you're turning around, going through loops. You're at the other side of the map, and it's like, well, the pace and the things is just brilliant. And even they've got like 3 or 4 brand new levels that they've designed. The design for those 4 levels alone, they just look so good on the screen, and especially on the Switch handheld, it looks really, really good. I don't know if you've had much experience on the other modes on there, Matt. I mean, like, in terms of
Not yet. I really like the sort of like Sonic R special stages. I think that's really cool. Yeah, those are really cool.
Yeah.
The
There's
bonus
two-
the bonus stages can just kind of like fuck off, in a sense. Nah, like I can like it, and when I do get into them, they're really good. But it just depends on like which bonus stage I'm actually playing. Because sometimes it could be like, okay, I could get a perfect on this easy, I know what to do. But other times it's like, where do I go? I can't find just like this one more set of blue
basically,
orbs, and it's like, I hit a red board, and
so
now
you
I'm
go
out.
for the checkpoint, and you get the glowing stars around the checkpoint, like
Yeah.
you did before, like over
Does
25 rings.
Over 25. Ah, right. Because I was
So
wondering what
when
triggers it.
yeah,
Yeah.
so when you got over 25 rings and go past it, the stars appear.
Ah, okay.
So
That makes sense.
when you do that, when you jump into that, you go into what's called the Blue Spheres bonus level, which
Right.
was originally in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, all those levels.
Mm.
Um, I think the first 4 levels in Sonic Mania are actually exact copies of the Sonic 3 layouts.
Ah.
So there's a bit of nostalgia there straight away. So I because I've been, like I said, I've been playing through it and I knew of it. I noticed that straight away. But they also had a thing. I don't know if you remember, the actual Mega Drive yourself, Matt, because I say it's quite a while ago now. But the Mega Drive had a thing with Sonic and Knuckles where you basically plonked it into the Mega Drive, and then you could plonk a game into it, kind of thing.
Uh,
Um, on-
I think so.
only Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 worked with it to make it into an extra game.
Ah.
But if you
Okay.
but if you put in different games into the cartridge, it would give you what's this no can do kind of screen. You can't play that on there.
All right.
For instance, if I put Sonic 1 in there, that would come up.
Ah. Okay.
However, there was a secret bonus level within any of the games you put in. So you just press a button and all of a sudden you're playing Blue Sphere. It's like an endless spree of this like bonus level called Blue Sphere. And I believe some of the levels that were available in the first sort of section of that are also in Sonic Mania as well. So
Ooh,
it's
that's
a
pretty
nice
cool.
tidy reference, and it's quite clever. But I think a lot of people are getting kind of frustrated with it, the fact that there's so many of those bonus levels in there, and you
Yeah,
need
it's a lot.
to collect. You basically go around the whole stage and collect these blue orbs, and to win the level, you collect all the blue ones, and that's it. That's fine. You get a
Mm.
silver medal. However, if you collect all the rings in the level as well, you'll get a gold orb. And getting the gold orbs in Sonic Mania is very, very tough. There's some of the rings areas are like hidden in spaces you just need to jump to, and you like if one jump in the wrong place and you've lost the level by hitting a red orb. So,
Mm.
but there's so much into that bonus level just by trying to explain it a bit more. It's really weird, but it's nice that they've done the older levels before, but loads of them in there are brand new levels.
Right.
But I think they were a little bit overboard with it, with how many there are, and the fact
Mm.
every time you go for a checkpoint, you can do another one, and I think it sort of takes you away from the fast.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that point.
But there are also the other stages that you just mentioned with the sort of like Sonic R reference kind of thing. Um, I don't know if any of our listeners have played Sonic R or not, but basically it was a game on the Saturn where you raced as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Robotnik. And it was literally a real uh, low poly design, and you had a track you could run around with any of these characters.
Mm.
They've basically taken those character designs and put them into Sonic Mania, and the actual bonus level itself is sort of a hybrid between that and the Sonic CD levels,
Mm.
because the CD bonus levels you had to go around this like square section and basically destroy these UFOs. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
sort of a mixture of both of those two things into one weird bonus level, plus the fact that they've added all those little blue orbs. They look like the ones from Sonic Heroes when you're in the special stages for that. So it's like they've taken bits from every single game and then turn it into this, and it's like, oh, okay, that works quite well. Um, but those bonus stages are really quite difficult as well, because the whole aspect is to chase this UFO which has got the Chaos Emerald, and that's speeding it along all over the place.
Right.
You've got a counter as your time, and you can collect more rings to get extra time. But there's also these little blue orbs you can collect, which speed you up.
Mm.
And as you go through that, you've got to basically speed yourself up to Mach 4, 3, something like that.
I think it's free.
And 3, yeah. So the quicker you go, the more chance you've got to get in this UFO. But you've got to use shortcuts to get there and try and make sure you don't run out of time. It's quite high paced and difficult, but I found them really difficult so far. I don't know if you've how many of those emeralds you've got from doing that, Matt. I don't know.
I think I got 5 in my first playthrough. I'm on my second playthrough now now I'm playing
I think
as Sonic and Tails. I played as just Sonic on my first playthrough.
I started as Sonic and Tails, and it's just pretty short, pretty much like a nostalgia sort of thing. Tails is still just as annoying as ever, but it's still funny to watch. You know,
He's a
the
good
amount of
boy.
the amount of times I've had Tails glitch out in Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 in my recordings, and I've just literally just like laughed at it the whole time. It's so good, but it that is the only problem I think I've found with Sonic Mania so far is there's a few glitches here and there. I
Mm.
don't know if you've experienced it, but I think mainly sound glitches, especially in time attack mode. I've had a couple.
Oh.
One of them, based on Green Hill Zone Act 1, I've been trying to do a time trial of that and get the fastest time, which is like 30 seconds or less at the moment. And I've
Okay.
managed 30 seconds on the dot as the best time I can get. It's just ridiculous. However, on that stage, there's on the first like sort of section, there's an invincibility in one of the trees, and I
Okay.
found that if you hit this invincibility box and you get the invincibility, after it goes, the sound just disappears altogether. And you're just left with the sound effects of Sonic jumping and getting rings and things, and it's really weird to play a Sonic game without music. It's very strange. But that's one glitch I found, and the other one I found is I've only had I had it today actually. Every time Sonic jumped, it was like he was collecting a ring noise. So I kept jumping, and it was like, "Ooh, ring, 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 ring." It sounds odd and weird. But that's the only time I've actually had any glitches is in the time attack mode, and I think they're patching it out in the next couple of weeks anyway
Okay.
from the sound. But that's the only problems I've had. I don't know if you've had anything else involved in it or any other problems. But yeah,
No, I haven't. I don't think
no.
I've really tried the time trial myself yet. Um.
I did put a challenge out to everyone via the NPod's Facebook and via my own Twitter as well. I keep putting up screenshots of all the times I've got so far, and I am 35 seconds on the dot at the moment. So if anyone wishes to challenge me and beat that time, good luck to you. Maybe we can work out some sort of prize or something we can give away or something. I don't know, but yeah. Shout out to Jaden as well, because Jaden Gale, because he kept. I put a time up last week of about 40 seconds, and he beat it, and I beat his time, and he beat my time. And it was like a constant war, and it was really quite funny for like the start of last week. So yeah, cheers to that, Jaden, and I hope you can try and beat my time again. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, overall, I've been playing it so much. I haven't played anything else other than Sonic Mania this week. Other than a couple like recordings on my own on a PC and stuff. But
Right.
yeah, it's taken over. To be honest, I've had one quick go on the multiplayer with someone at work, which was quite funny. It actually works really well. I don't know if you've tried it, but it still splits the screen right across, and it doesn't give you. One of the screenshots I first saw it, I was a little bit worried that it would just be make you a bit dizzy looking at it. But on the actual display, it runs really smoothly, and it doesn't sort of confuse your brain if you trying to look at both screens at once. So, but yeah, I definitely recommend playing it at local play if you get a chance.
Okay.
With any, it works really well, and you can just use the one Joy-Con each kind of thing. So it does work really well. I think other than that, I think I'm spent this week because I've done this podcast and I've done Topic Nintendo a couple of days ago, or literally just spoke about Sonic Mania entirely, and I was just like, wow, I can't stop talking about it. It's just if you haven't bought it yet, why, Sam? Why?
Push you.
Why haven't you bought it? Oh my god!
Because games and money and
Ah. Yeah. So, as I've been talking for ages, and I can't. Well, I'm going to wait till our big game. Is there anything you've been playing, Sam, that you wanted to sort of go through quickly? Or
Let's see. I have been playing Arms because I'm sure I mentioned it last time, didn't I? I'm going to Insomnia this
oh yes,
Sunday
yes you are.
to compete in the Nintendo Players UK Invitational Championships. There's 16 people going, me being one of them, to play on the
Ah,
stage.
nice. Ah, yeah, that's right.
I'm scared, excited,
You'll be fine.
all in
Don't
between.
worry.
I know. I have been practicing. I've been playing. I've been playing solo, just against the computer and up in the difficulty. I tell you what, you change the difficulty by one level, the difficulty spikes dramatically. So I've constantly had to change my tactics and my thinking of
Okay.
how I play, because before it was okay, right, now I've got to be a little bit more flexible. Then I've got to start you doing different move styles and arms
Yeah.
and trying to go between my two different mains I play, and then it was just basically I'm probably doing level 6-7, which is the hardest difficulties. It's just basically surviving, not even getting to KO. Unless you're really, really good, it's more about just outwitting the other character to a point you get enough hits and then survive until the timer goes to 0. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. But I've been practicing so hard just to try and obviously bring a good game to when I go.
Yeah.
You're going to do great. You'll be fine.
Do
You're
great.
going to win.
Just don't sweat it.
There'll be
go
other
Team
things to go
Sam.
look at as well.
Yeah, at least you get the whole experience of the whole day as well. So that'd be pretty cool.
Exactly. And then do you know what? Funnily enough, went back to a 3DS game. I looked at it, I saw it, I was like,
How
do you know what?
dare
I'll
you?
give it a go. And
Oh my
I
god,
went,
I'm just going to faint.
I saw this.
I went back to play Metopia.
Yes, I've seen lots of screenshots of this and not really known what was going on.
Some funny, some weird. It's been a brilliant game, and when you think you've finished, it's like nope.
Nope.
There's always more. There's even after story stuff as well. It's a brilliant game. The main story is that the Dark Lord has stolen all the faces off of people to put onto monsters, and you as the hero, you choose a character, most people I know have done themselves, but you as the hero have to go out and start saving the people and defeating the monsters to return the faces. And then you can then start recruiting other characters, anybody. It literally pulls all the different characters you got from the friends list, from the ones you created, from the street pass, and from Tomodachi Life as well.
Okay.
So
Can you choose though? Can you choose which set to pull from?
yeah, you can choose it at any point. You can change it at any point if you wanted to, which is brilliant.
So you can add new people whenever you want as well and things like that, or
Yeah,
do you have to do it through the
absolutely.
me menu, or is it can you do it in game?
You literally do it at any point. Obviously apart from
Cool.
battle, but that's about it. But yeah, you could do it at any point whatsoever. You can change the cast, who they are. You can randomize it. You could choose where it comes from. It's brilliant. I think it's such a good idea. And the battle styles a bit unusual. But
Yeah, I
as
was,
you
I was going
start,
to ask about gameplay because I've only seen screenshots of my face on rocks and things at the moment. So
oh god, I had so many different people. Jack, you were my great sage.
Great
So
save.
How does he get
you
to be
appear
a
a
great
lot.
sage and I just get to be like a flower or
It
something?
was random. Yeah, there's a lot of classes as well. Like you start off with about 6, and then you start
Okay.
unlocking more as you go
Ah,
along.
okay.
So like my character, like every time there's a certain. Actually, I shouldn't. It's a tiny, tiny spoiler. Like you have to change your character class because the Dark Lord sort of seals your powers, and you have to sort of get another class to power up. So I started off as a chef, then I went to a scientist, and then I like because I wanted to play each like class. I got the last one. I got stuck as a cat, so it didn't
Ah,
matter because I got back to chef. It unlocks it all at the end. Matt was there. Matt got stuck
he
as
was a flower.
the
Yeah,
flower.
kill.
Matthew the
Muffin.
flower.
You were the only one left, and that was the only class you.
It's kill or be killed, Matthew.
I would be.
It was either that, and luckily I didn't choose it then. But you could have been a princess. So
Cool, thanks.
Oh, you should have been a princess. It'd be so much funnier.
I thought
The flower's pretty funny. So
with your dazzling personality and your blooming good looks, I thought you'd look good as a flower.
Thank you.
ah,
That's not really
shout out to
helping me.
Ansel.
It's just like,
It's a good game. I definitely recommend it. If you got
Is it-
amiibos, they get you like extra costumes and tickets for like a
Oh,
roulette. So you can even get like Nintendo character costumes,
So
which you
I could use my brand new Cloud amiibo, which is still in the box at the moment.
sadly he'll probably only get you a ticket.
Ah.
It's more like the mainstream Nintendo characters like Mario, Luigi, Samus,
I don't have.
Zelda.
I got Wolf Link. Does that count?
I don't
Probably not.
remember. I think he was
Probably not.
tickets, sadly. Yeah, no. It
So what?
sucks,
So what do
doesn't
you unlock with the amiibos? What's the?
There's a roulette where you can earn like extra gear or food or items. The tickets, that's what you need the tickets for. You can earn them from like answering a questionnaire each day, and they give you like 3 tickets. But the amiibos will give you more. And I obviously have a huge collection, which gave me like a good 200 or so tickets. So I wasn't shelling out for gear all the bloody time. So that was handy.
Nice.
Other than that,
Nice.
that's more
So-
my main ones.
Has it lasted long? Is it quite a long
Yeah.
game?
I was about to ask that.
Do you know what? I could probably check the playtime in my 3DS because I can't remember. It lasted a good while. I found like there's different paths, so you have to go back and then retrace the paths. And
I think that was the problem with Miitomo because it was really quite fun at the start, but then you just sort of get to a point where it's like, oh, there's nothing else to unlock.
no, it lasted a good while. I definitely recommend it. It's good for playability. There's probably bits I've left that I haven't gone back to finish after the story, but so there's probably even more I need to do. Let me see if software library. It's there's so much.
New ones you haven't looked at that screen on for ages. and
Oh
things.
God, don't! It was like, oh, you've got all these. That to finish it probably took me a good 30 hours.
Oh, that's not too bad then. That's a fair amount of time. That's cool.
Yeah.
So if it's one of those every day or whatever, it's not too bad, is it? So
Yeah, it keeps you
Nice.
going, definitely. I didn't play it like all the time, but it was still like something I played quite regularly each day. So
Yeah.
you know, it was good fun. But other than that, I think that's probably mainly the things I've been playing.
All right.
Oh,
Mr. Gibson, it's your
Ah.
turn, I believe.
I was trying to go quickly just so I could get to talking about Splatoon 2. Okay, so Pokemon Sun, I have enjoyed my adventure. It feels weird though. I don't know why. I think I do. I don't know. I'm not sure if I do prefer the gym format or the trial format. I don't know. I think I may prefer the gym format on the whole.
yeah.
I don't know. Well,
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
sure.
probably feeling two minds about things, so
Because
you're
it's
not the
like,
only one.
the trials are cool, and I really like the totem Pokemon aspect, but it's like, when you go into the gym, it's like sort of like a puzzle just to get to the main guy you're supposed to defeat, and you've got all these other trainers in your way, you know. But like with
Hmm.
the trials, like a lot would just walk around and just battle wild Pokemon, you know. I don't think you could run away, but it's just like that's not as fun, you know. But I do like that this is their culture in Alola, and that's what I like about that. I thought that was a really
Yeah,
cool
I
aspect.
think there's a good culture, which is quite
Yeah.
nice actually. I do like that they have involved culture in the
Mm.
game.
Yeah, but I think like the
Even the food,
actual
the food as well.
yeah, the actual core aspect, like the HMs are gone, Pokéball stuff like that. I think that kind of stuff is really cool. But yeah,
Mm.
I've enjoyed Tomo Pokemon Sun. Fire Emblem Fates, I'm nearing the end of Revelation. I should be able to finish it just in time to get my hands on Echoes, which I'll be getting for my birthday. That's
Oh,
around about it for Nintendo, apart from Sonic Mania and Splatoon 2.
Oh,
Overwatch is still very fun. I finally
yeah.
got back. Doomfist is pretty cool, I guess.
Eh.
Um, well, it's cool to have him finally in the game at least. And the summer games are quite fun, but I don't really like Lucio Ball all that much, to be honest.
Lucio Ball sucks.
Yeah.
I'm so frustrated with it.
I was like, I was gonna go into like, oh, finally, I can't wait to play Lucio Ball, and it was like, oh, it kind of sucks. I don't know, I don't really like it, but it's cool as like a neat mode exclusive to the summer games at least. Um, anyway, other PlayStation games, Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Um, it's a really good sequel. If you need a masterclass in how you should make a sequel, Danganronpa 2 has got you covered as a good teacher. But yeah, I still love that game. I'm just like trying to go through all of the series before V3, but I need to get Ultra Despair Girls. But yeah, Danganronpa 2 is a brilliant game. I love it. Moving on, I got Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
oh, it's so good.
I do like it. It's really fun. I haven't gotten too far to be honest. I've been more dedicated to other games. But it
I
is.
wanted to mention that when you put that in your list there. I played the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy at a wedding of all things
Oh.
a couple of weeks back. Um, yeah, so a friend of ours, Patrick Custard Trout on Twitter, he got married and decided to bring along his PS4 and an N64 with Mario Kart. So as you do. So,
As you do.
but yeah, the game's really good.
Yeah,
Nice.
it is really good. It does look really pretty as well. Which I guess is a must. Um, what else? What else can I say about it? No, not much. Yeah, I think that's it. So should we move on to the big game, which is a new section that I made
Our new
up.
section, the big game.
The
Yeah,
big
we
game.
need like I need like a siren or something to come out. Big game
No.
Mhm.
like that.
Anyway, so this is the big game section. That's right. I'm making its own section, not part of what I've been
What have you
playing.
been playing? Yeah.
Ooh. Um, Splatoon 2. It came out 21st of July 2017. Has seen critical and
Ooh.
commercial success. What do we think of it?
Love it.
Like,
Absolutely love it.
Took everything from the first game and adapted and made it better, in my opinion.
apart from one thing, but we'll get into that in a bit.
Hmm.
Anyway, I really like it. I put over 200 hours into the original Splatoon. I really do love it. And Splatoon 2 is a well-made sequel, albeit with a lot of missed potential, I feel like. Um, like
How so?
I feel like. Do you remember like when there are like rumors of like Splatoon and Mario Maker were gonna get ports for the Switch? I feel
Yeah.
like even though Splatoon 2 does enough to justify it being a sequel,
Yeah.
um, I can still see some bits where it's like, okay, so this is like kind of like you can see like they were sort of originally going for a port. I'm just like, shit, let's just make it into a sequel. Um, so it's like one thing I see that is with how the online works. It's like so Splatfests now the stages rotate as well, which is very cool. Because
Yeah.
that was one of the things I really didn't like about Splatfest and the original was that you could only play those 3 maps. And Shifty Station, which is exclusive to Splatfest, is a really cool stage and just adds more to the event personally. Um, but it's like so
Make sure that there's extra stage and not everyone can sort of train on all the time. At least there's something
yeah.
there.
So it's like something new for everyone, I guess. That was
I
really
hope
cool.
Mm.
it's like that just for the Splatfest.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is exclusive just for the Splatfests.
I hope there's more like that. That'd be
Oh,
pretty.
yeah. I think they're different each time, apparently. And that may be
In,
why Splatfests. No, Splatfests seem to be
in the
occurring at
late,
the same time. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Mm.
but yeah, so like in terms of how online works, the rotation has been decreased from 4 to 2 hours, which is something.
It's something.
And I do like how the new ranked system works. So if you win, your gauge will fill up, and then you may even jump up by a lot of levels, depending on how you did.
but you
But if you lose four, but if you get
remember.
like 4 cracks in your bar, then you start to lose progress with each
Oh,
loss.
don't. It made me
But
rage
no,
already.
I prefer that over I prefer that over the old system in Splatoon 1. I think that's a better system, and it also helps that now you have a separate rank as
Yeah, I
well.
was gonna say I like the
That's
fact
really
that
cool.
they've split it into you got Rainmaker, Splat
Yeah,
Zones, and what's the other one? Tower Control.
yeah.
I
So
like
that's
that you've
really
got
good,
basically
especially
rank modes for
because
each three of them.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that's especially good because you got the rotation. But it's like you can't change your loadout in between matches. You can't
yeah, that's the
exit
problem. Yeah,
lobbies. You still got a lot of these odd design choices, and it's just like in a game where you've done like a lot of really cool things. You got brilliant gameplay. Great music, great characters, great a lot of things. And then you just got like we're not gonna be like everybody else, which a lot of times is a good thing. But you can't. The idea behind it was that it will allow people to pick the best weapon to go into battle.
Mm.
You know, but it's like why not just do like what sort of like what Overwatch does? My idea would be like once the whole lobby is my idea, right, is that if you go in, so on your first game, you can't quit then. You can't quit the lobby if you're going into your first game. Once all 8 players are in the lobby, you're told what stage you're going to be playing on, in addition to
mm,
who your teammates are and what the weapons are going to be. So that will give you a better
yeah.
chance to prepare. That will give you a better chance to say, okay, so I need this
Because
weapon. Because you may be going
yeah,
into something where all of you are chargers, which is really not great on Turf War, for example.
yeah,
It may be, but you'd all have to be kidder
yeah.
on
I
that
agree,
charger.
Matthew. Because it is really frustrating when you all have the same weapon
Yeah,
and basically you can't compete kind of thing.
yeah,
You can probably go for the other two,
yeah,
then if on 1 or 2 rollers, you're doomed basically
yeah.
already.
So,
So
so, so I don't mind not being able to change a loadout in the actual match. Because I don't
Mm.
know why, but I feel like I just don't want
I
that case of like I
wouldn't
would
mind them doing it if like they let you do it at the end of the round, swap your weapon if you want to, or
no
keep it as
yeah
it is, then go back into the load screen and boom, you're there.
no yeah
I
like
do like the surprise though of finding out what other people have got and
I
things at the same
guess,
time.
but it's like well maybe that could work for like more casual play, but
The,
like if you're going on
that's
ranked,
the
it's
problem.
like you gotta know who's on your team. You gotta know what your loadout is gonna be.
Yeah.
And
You are right. It
yeah,
would be a lot better for the
and
ranked
then
mode,
like,
definitely.
if you do stay on for another game, then you have the option to quit. So that will prevent people from easily
Yeah.
just going in and then coming back out just to be a troll. You know.
If they kept the normal modes sort of just for everyone, casual play, like it doesn't matter whatever weapon you got, choose whatever you want, fine. But I think you are right. I think they do need to do it at least in
Like
ranked mode
then,
or in squad battle, where
well,
you can choose your weapon.
and the other thing as well is just like, there are no new modes for people that have been here since the Wii U. That, well, aside from Salmon Run, which is great.
Yeah, so
There's
we'll go into
no,
that in a minute.
yeah. Should we talk about that next then after main multiplayer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, so like I am a bit gutted that there are no dedicated new modes, be it for turf or for casual play or ranked play. I think
What
Splatoon
would
could do
be
greatly
your
with some.
suggestion though? If you wanted a new mode,
See,
what
that's the
would you
problem.
have?
I
What
would
would you
rather
choose?
like what I would prefer is like a new set of casual modes. So I would like it if you could play the
I
ranked.
see, I don't
No,
mind.
no. If you could
I,
play,
I don't mind the three we got.
pardon?
I don't mind the three we got because you think Rainmaker basically covers Capture the Flag and
Yeah,
Juggernaut all in one mode.
Mm.
Splat Zones covers your King of the Hill sort of section, and Tower Control is the same sort of thing, but it's a movable
yeah.
King of the Hill. I think there's not
Well,
really
yeah.
any other mode
That's
I
the
could think
thing.
of.
But like
Yeah,
the
the only
thing,
other mode you could add would be a all against all, and it doesn't work for Splatoon because it's a team
no,
game.
yeah. Well, like that's the thing, right? It's like so ranked. I think I love all the modes, right? And that's a good variety, as you said, Jack. There's a lot. They cover a
Mm,
lot.
yeah.
But personally, I would like to see more casual modes. So like more that you want to see in ranked. So you could choose like if you do want to like be more traditional, you could have like a team splat match. So it's whoever gets the most kills. Um, change it up. You may be a more casual capture the flag. Where you have to make your way all the way to your enemy's base, capture the flag, and then tail it back. Something like that. Um, or what I would
Uh,
personally like is,
maybe
oh yeah, go on.
maybe a Capture a Flag without the Rainmaker could be the only one you could really possibly
Yeah.
have, but
No, but like that's what I was
Mm.
about to say. I was about to say casual ranked play. That's what I would kind of like. More casual modes. I wouldn't mind seeing another ranked battle mode, but I would be fine with those kind of free modes, to be honest, because they are good free. But it's like for the casual audience who like Turf War is fine.
the
What
only
else do
the
they
only
have?
the only other mode I think you could add is like a search and destroy sort of thing where you
Oh,
you
maybe.
basically got a big thing you got to protect, and the other team have got to try and attack it. But you've sort of got that in Splat Zones anyway,
Yeah,
and
that's
the
the
other
thing.
mode. You want to add extra things, but most of the main big multiplayer aspects have already been taken over. I think the only one I can think of that Call of Duty does is the one where when you kill someone, you've got to collect the dog tags.
Yeah.
Dog
Well, that
tag is
might be interesting.
that could work quite
Maybe.
well in aspects. The fact that you've got to spray
Maybe. But the thing is,
that.
it's like I feel with that, unless you've got a charger, you're more often than not always going to be close to them anyway. Because with other shooters, they're just bullets, so they fly across the maps. Whereas like with Splatoon, you've only got ink. That doesn't
That's the
fly
whole
across the whole
point,
map.
to stop sniping, basically.
I
So,
guess.
but
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think it's overused in Splatoon, if I'm
Yeah.
honest.
I don't know. It's not overused, yeah, but
Anyway,
like oh
shall we talk about Salmon Run? Because otherwise we're going to go
yeah.
here forever.
But yeah,
Go
well,
around in
Yes,
circles.
Salmon Run.
it's good. I really like
Salmon
it.
Run.
How have you played it? Have you played it just solo with randos
Solo with
or?
randos. I need to play with friends some time, to be honest. What level are
It's
you guys
better
at?
with
I
friends.
played.
I
Yeah.
can tell you that now.
I've played both with random people and with friends and like a group of 4 as well. And yeah, it's definitely better with a group of 4.
I guess so.
You,
Yeah.
you like that, but at the same time, I've not minded it with random people. I think
Yeah, I haven't minded. Yeah.
it's not been. There's a few times you're thinking, "What are you doing,
Yeah.
you Wally?" You can sort of bring it back on your own kind of thing,
Mm.
but it does get a bit crazy.
It does.
'Cause,
Wait, what level are you guys
every-
at then?
11.
Oh, I don't.
Ha, I'm professional.
Well done.
Level.
Thank you. It's very tough, actually. And that's why I like
don't-
it. Oh,
Right.
go on.
I'll have to have a look where I am. I can't remember.
Alright. Like,
Anyone's-
Jack, it's alright. You don't need to be ashamed of my awesome salmon run skills.
Your level.
Yeah.
Played it a few times, Salmon Run, and I have enjoyed playing it, I must admit.
Mm.
But it's just where it's been closed off for most of the time and things. It's
Yeah.
been quite kind of an.
It is hard to get on when the
That's what I
server's
was-
on sometimes.
That's what I was gonna say. Because it's like, you got this awesome mode, and then it's just like, we're gonna cut it off like half the time.
They need to do something about that. I get what they're trying to do, but at the same time they're just causing so much frustration.
Yeah. It's like, so, yeah, it's annoying because like the main game is just so good. But it's like, if you allow to play it locally at any time, why can't you just allow us to play it online anytime with friends? You know? Or just
Yeah.
do it without any...
I mean, you can do local multiplayer.
Yeah,
at
but that's
any
what I'm
time.
saying. It's like, if you could do local, why not online? Anytime? Yeah, that I find a bit annoying.
I guess that's their decision.
Yes.
Unless they got some big plan up their sleeve, then
Maybe. I don't know. That's honestly the only gripe I can see with Salmon Run. Because, like, the rest of the mode is just... I think I've spent the most time in there, to be honest. It is just such a good mode. It's very addicting.
I've played a lot of just the normal and ranked modes. I think more, to be honest. I've played a bit of the single player as well. I don't know how far you two got in single player.
Yeah, I've beaten it.
I've not.
Alright.
I'm just
damn
taking it
it.
at my own. I'm taking it at my own pace. I know who the final boss is, though.
I wanted to
Okay.
talk about the final boss because that's one of my biggest gripes about the game.
Oh,
Spoiler
I didn't say
alert!
anything.
you're full of gripes today, aren't you?
I don't
Jeez.
know. I'm just being critical. I don't know why.
It's because you've drunk a drink and now you're
Yeah, that's right.
getting all grumpy.
But I will say,
he's
like,
got the-
aside from that, the single player on the whole is much better than Splatoon 1. I would say.
Yes. I think in general, compared to the first Splatoon, it is a lot quicker. It does connect to games quicker than the original. The load screens are definitely quicker as well, between shops and things like that.
I was mainly talking about like just the salmon, like not the salmon run, the single campaign.
Single player
Yeah.
campaign as well. It is quicker on there. I don't know. It just
I just like
it's
that
got
it's got more depth.
more depth to it. The fact you can you've got more weapon selection and things like that, and it's a great way of training to how to use those weapons. But
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Yeah.
the single player is just a bit like that's all it is really, just a glorified tutorial in my opinion.
I
I
don't
like
know,
the bosses.
it's like-
I like the bosses. The bosses are interesting.
Bosses
but,
can be interesting.
other than that, the rest of them are just quite quick stages as far as I got through it quite quickly in my opinion. But I know some people have been struggling.
I did like the hub world more because it felt more of a challenge to get 2 stages than it did in Splatoon 1. Whereas Splatoon 1 it was just like, well, sometimes it did like.
I think they did that on purpose, though, didn't they? So
Yeah.
that like they made it harder to find the levels because that was the whole point of being in the hub area. You had to find them. get into them kind of thing. And
Yeah.
they did sort of annoy it. It was annoying in my opinion. I thought because it just took you longer to get there, and you just wanted to go on to the next level and carry on. But
I don't know.
it had that sort of charm to it, I guess. But I don't know. It's maybe they can do that again and add a bit more. Maybe add some more enemies into the actual hub world and things like that. Maybe that would make it a bit more difficult.
Maybe.
But
Yeah,
it's
like
just a bit
yeah.
not.
I would like them to go like all out with single player in the next one. To be honest, that's what I would like. Maybe co-op as well. That'd be quite neat.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm not too sure about co-op, if I'm honest. I don't think it'll work. But
Maybe.
It's how they'd implement it.
I think they put so much effort in making the actual multiplayer battles anyway that I don't think you really would need co-op. But
Good point.
play it could work, maybe right there. But
Mm.
yeah, I just don't see much point otherwise. Why would you need to? It's, what I don't work out right. So I play through the game all the way through with all the like standard
Yeah.
weapons you start with each level. But you can play through each level with every single weapon
Yeah.
option.
That's what I'm trying to do. Like
So
when I'm like out and about, that is.
about that right is why?
Oh, I guess it's just like completion.
But what are you doing it?
So like if you do play on all of them, on every level with that weapon, then you get that weapon to use in the main game.
I thought you anyway. That's what I didn't understand.
Wait, sorry?
I thought you got those anyway. I thought you
No,
unlocked those.
well, the thing is, technically you do, because you just have, they function the same. Like, for example, if you beat every stage with the Hero Slosher, if you manage to do that, you'll get the chance to unlock the Hero Slosher in Sheldon's shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it functions the same as the regular Slosher, like with the same sub, with the same special weapon as well.
It's just the fact that it's the
It's an
Yeah.
overglorified
Yeah.
glamour skin.
It's just bragging rights, basically. It's just
dragon
like, look,
right that
I've
you've done it.
yeah,
Okay, that makes more sense, I
yeah.
suppose. But,
Mm.
so what I want to know is what happens if you complete all of the levels with all the weapons? Do you get anything extra for doing it, or is it just those weapon unlocks?
Probably not. It was
Probably just
probably
like the armor set from being the agent. That's
Maybe.
probably what it is.
No,
I think you get that anyway. I
Yeah,
think
you
you
do
get
get
part,
that
at least part
anyway.
of that.
maybe the armored set, like when you get the armor.
The
Maybe, I
armor.
don't know. Yeah, because like when you get the like bike helmet or whatever.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
So that may be it.
I'm gonna have to do some more research into this, I think, and I think I'll come back next
Maybe.
episode.
Next time.
Find out.
Um,
Next time, Nintendo
Oh, yeah.
podcast.
but I did want to talk about the final boss. Maybe.
Okay. Do it.
I'm not going to do it because Sam hasn't beaten it.
Yeah, but I don't care because I'll find out anyway. It's not like it's a big deal, and I've already
You
seen
know what
it's
it
already been
is.
spoiled for me.
Oh, you've already. Oh, that's a shame.
Someone else spoiled it for me, but I'm not going to say
Ooh.
it's neither of you guys. So it's fine.
So.
Sam's got beef with someone.
Oh,
Nah, it's fine. I don't mind.
all right.
Chicken or beef?
Right. Here's the thing with the Splatoon 2 final boss. With the first game, it was so cool because you saw DJ Octavio for the first time.
Yeah.
He was spitting out some banging tunes, and it was just like this long stage. It wasn't like in a circular arena or anything like that. It was like a long stage. You had to progress, keep on hitting like his big hands back at him. Also, it was really cool, and then, like you had to use all the mechanics from the single player campaign as well. So you had to use the geysers, you had to use the invisible walls sort of thing. You had to use the fans. You had to use all that stuff. And then, like in the final phase, you heard calamari incantation for the first time with the Squid sisters. and you were like,
Mm.
oh my god, this is Cypher's shit, you know. And I was just like one of the best final boss battles in the really like. It was just such a good final boss battle, you know. Like especially in comparison to like all the other bosses in the game, you know, it was just such a good boss. And then you get to like Splatoon 2's final boss, and you approach it, you go into the level, and it's like, and you see already, it's like we're in a circular arena like every other boss, you know. And
Yeah.
immediately I was just like, shit, you know, this isn't going to be as good. I was thinking to myself, there's no way they can top Splatoon 1's boss, but you know, anyway,
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit copy and paste, isn't it? That's the problem.
it's yeah, because it's not a direct copy and paste, no, but it is just like
Slight
DJ.
change, but
It's
it's
just,
not
just
a
like
lot different.
yeah, it's just like DJ Octavia with shades, and you are just doing the same basic function. And then the other thing as well, like in terms of the story behind it, it's like so you find out that Callie, you know, is there, but it's not like she's done anything the entire game. You just see her there, and it's like, okay, so what's your deal? And it's like, oh, I've been brainwashed, and it's like, god damn it, you know, this could be more exciting, you know,
Mm.
because it's like before release they had these Squid Sister stories, you know, and like so that delved more into the past. Um, it started off talking about like what happened after the final Splatfest after Marie won, and like the thing around the
Yeah.
community was like, oh god, Callie is salty that she didn't win, you know, and that would have been like just a really cool reason if she willingly
Yeah,
turned
I
to
thought that.
Doctors, yeah, yeah. See, I shouldn't have spoiled you, like you know, I don't know.
No, I
You
knew it
sure?
was
I think
Okay.
coming.
I think being brainwashed is a little bit. Yeah. I think
It's
it's a bit
just
of a
like
cop
if
out.
it,
I think you
like
are right,
it's
but
just like especially after those stories, it's just like oh, and suddenly Callie's gone missing. And it's
have
like,
you got many of the sunken scrolls?
yeah,
No, out of
I've
curiosity.
managed to collect all Sunken Scrolls and all Summonids. So now I'm just moving on to the weapons.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
the, the Sunken Scrolls are pretty cool, to be fair. They're
I
quite
literally,
interesting.
I'm literally like, if I don't get that one in that level, I will
Yeah,
go back and find it until and
yeah,
can't go on
fair
till I
enough.
find it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why it's taking so long.
Possibly,
Some
yeah.
some are were like really tricky to get, while some are just like, oh, it's just in this really easy spot.
It's just being really observant. That's
Hmm,
all.
that's a good point. Um,
I didn't when I played through it, I
but
must
yeah,
admit, so I might have to go back and do that.
but yeah, and then the other thing as well, like with Splatoon 2, it's like, well, the final boss, it's like the boss itself wasn't that fun, but like, the music as well, it was good music. I think I actually preferred the second phase the best, to be honest, which is weird because like,
Yeah,
so you start out with, so you see Callie, um, and it's like a remix of Bomb Rush Blush, which was her theme. If you scanned in Amiibo, which I think was a really cool touch. But again, it just shows that like they weren't being original, you know, with the final boss theme, you know, which kind of sucks. I guess it kind of makes sense. And then when like Marie comes in, you're like, oh my god, she just sniped Callie in the face with a sniper, and like,
God.
damn. And then the music changes to her theme being "Tide Goes Out," I believe, and
yeah.
it's sort of like remixed alongside Bomb Rush Blush as well, and that was like really cool. And for the final phase was quite cool to be fair, but it was just a remix of Calamari Incantation, which was everyone likes that song, but they were like, okay, so
It was
everyone likes this
it was a
song,
good
so let's just remix it.
remix.
It was a good remix, but it was like, why not just do something new? That would be really cool. I feel like. But you know, it's still a good song to be fair. You know, Calamari Incantation is still really good. Um, and then I thought the final section was really cool as well with the Rainmaker and like you on Ryan on ink rails. I thought that was really cool. To be fair, that was a really cool portion. But I was just like on the whole, Anyway, that's my rant over. I've gone on too far. I feel like.
Oh dear.
Your big
Question.
rants again. God
Big
dear.
rants. I don't know.
Question.
Which is
Weapon
annoying.
of choice.
Marina
Weapon of
or
choice.
the
Anything.
other one.
Just in general, what is your favorite weapon?
Oh, I've actually gone towards the splatter shot this game,
Hmm.
which is like
Okay.
because of its combo of the burst bomb and the ink strike. Not the ink strike, the splashdown. So that's like what I'm using right now.
Jack.
End zapper or anything similar, basically.
Right.
The ones that hit out quick amount of ink really quickly, and then you can use your special to refill it really quickly as well. I just prefer the ones where you can spray in a large area really
Spray and
quickly.
pray.
I think rather than having something that's like quite big and sturdy and slow. I like the quicker
Yeah,
movements kind of. Yeah,
Fair
that makes
enough.
sense.
definitely. Yourself,
Fair
Sam?
enough. Myself, I'm predictable. It's the ink brush.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. It's
Fair enough.
so
You use it quite a
versatile.
lot, yeah, yeah.
It's the fact that you can just like you can really dish out a lot of damage if you can get in like within range, and it's probably good for like if you're up in the air and you have the high ground,
Mm.
and then just being able to put it down and run faster just makes things a whole lot easier. And then the main like special, if I can be sneaky enough, I can usually get a good 2 if I'm really clever 3 people. So it's my weapon of choice. It's
Fair enough.
brilliant. It's brilliant.
Choice.
Have
I'm looking
you
forward to seeing what else they have down the line.
did either of
Anyway,
you
go
go
on.
to the Nintendo Players UK, not UK, but like well, it is Nintendo Players UK, to any of the events
Nah.
around?
Unfortunately, I missed most of them. Mainly because I've been on like other stag do's and things lately, and I've missed most of everything. I'm really annoyed 'cause I really wanted to be part of it because Splatoon
I would be.
ranked play in Splatoon. I've been really playing so
You would
much
have
of, and
you would have loved it. I went to Basingstoke's one.
yeah,
I even took part.
unfortunately I was busy.
It was amazing. I had such a good time. It's really well done, especially where the guys basically got in like a LAN hub and then connected all the
Yes.
switches
That's
up
pretty
that
cool.
way. And
I've heard lots of this. Yeah, it's basically you can link your consoles to a LAN connection without internet
Mhm.
via a wireless adapter.
Yep.
Kind of
That's pretty cool.
a
It was
hub.
it was amazing. It
A
works
really
so
clever
well.
idea, actually. So yeah, it's good to know that works, and we'll be able to use that at future events and things. That's really good. But
Yeah, it worked so well, and we all got to play like matches and rotated around, so we all got to play each other, and it was brilliant. It was absolutely
I'll
amazing.
definitely be involved in the next couple of events because after September because September's gone a bit crazy with other things again. But yeah, I was really disappointed that I missed out on them. I missed out the Portsmouth one as well recently.
Oh,
I just yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare at the moment trying to organise weekends and things and finding time to go to events. But
I know, I'm the same.
I wish all of the teams luck anyway because I know it's been.
I'm actually the reserve on the
Ooh,
Basingstoke group, so
Nice.
I'm part of the team.
Nice.
I'm like basically. I mean, the guys, they've set up a separate group, and like we all chat together, and like we all practice together. Like the other night, we had a practice, and it's really good. We're all like trying to work together, and like work on strategies, and like get to know the weapons together. So it's brilliant. I mean, if it feels amazing to be a part of this team, and then to possibly play in this big tournament with all the other Nintendo player groups.
Mm.
So yeah, it's amazing.
I may have been more motivated to go if the fact that I probably won't be able to go to EGX this year. because
Oh,
like I'm moving into like uni by then, so it's like nah,
you're
I won't have
moving
time.
around the corner from us, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm moving. I'm going to Southampton Uni.
Oh,
Way.
God.
That's it.
oh, man,
That's
becoming
the
a
end of it.
local.
You can finally do that after 2.5 years.
It's
So
gonna be
happy.
amazing.
Yeah, it is.
But I think we've kind of exhausted most of Splatoon 2 now, haven't we?
Yeah, like, well, final words, maybe?
Uh, um, amazing. I can't wait to see what
Yeah.
they do next.
If you can get any medals on the sound test thing on the because there's like a dancing mode thing.
Uh,
If you get any of the medals on that, I salute you.
oh, well, thank you. I
Basically,
accept that salute.
all of them,
Not all of them, no. I thought you said some.
even the hard mode ones.
No, no,
Oh my
nothing
God,
else.
they're crazy.
No, I think I did manage to get one hard mode medal, but it was an easy song to be fair. Anyway, um,
Oh,
that is it for a new section that I just decided to talk about. Well, that I just created. Huzzah! Anyway, and then these two let me do it because they're both lovely bunch of lads. Anyway,
Hey.
move on. We are moving on to our final section. So this is our final section now. Gary Gacho, the man behind Topic Nintendo, he writes to us Chicken Wiggle on 3DS. It has a much better level sharing feature to Mario Maker. It's a fantastic game that shouldn't be missed. Have you guys tried Chicken Wiggle at all?
I've never even heard of this.
Haven't you heard of it?
nope.
I've
I'm
only heard of it. I haven't like seen gameplay of, but it's from the same guy behind Mutant Muds, if that helps ya. And Renegade Kid, I think.
I'm looking it up. So,
Right.
oh, this thing with the
Yeah.
bird and the worm. Oh, I saw a very brief snippet, but
Right.
it's apparently quite cute. If
Apparently it's quite good. Apparently, I don't know. I haven't played it.
Yeah, it looks quite cute. I mean, I could see the potential, like he's saying, in the whole sharing and stuff.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Which is especially cool because Mario Maker on 3DS doesn't even have a level sharing feature.
Hmm.
Uh,
It looks good. Anyway,
Right, moving on to shoutouts. I'll just do a quick one here. I think we already did send a message on the Twitter, but like just another one to Nintendo Voices 100th episode. Congrats on the big 100
oh,
guys. You can support them on Patreon. To suggest super topics for them. But yeah, they're a lovely bunch of people.
yeah, I sent
I
a
f-
recording to them
yeah.
saying, "Cool,
oh,
dude."
well done to them. 100
Yeah.
episodes, Jesus.
I think that's it for shoutouts personally.
Jack, do you want to go next?
I just had shout outs for Gary's podcast, Topic Nintendo, which we basically have done a few times now already. I had a guest slot on it, his podcast this week, all about Sonic Mania. We did a whole half hour, 40 minutes, just talking solidly about Sonic Mania. Yeah, it was really fun. I believe the YouTube episode is out and available to like the original live stream of it. And the podcast episode, he's hoping to get up on Friday or Saturday. So if you want to download, check out Topic Nintendo on the podcast app on Apple and also on Android and other selections. So yeah, cool. I wanted a couple of quick shout outs. Christian Whitehead and the Headcanon team for making Sonic Mania because it's awesome and you guys are awesome. Yeah. Everyone going to Insomnia, including
Oh,
Sam,
thank you.
who's going to win. Who's going to win everything?
Well, I'll see what I can do. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Make sure you give Mr. Neelio lots of issues because it'd be really funny.
Oh, trust me, I will.
Yeah, make sure you give him lots of abuse. Anyone doesn't know, Neil was a friend of ours who basically runs most of that as like an events manager kind of thing there. Yeah, so if you do spot him or know of him, just send him abuse. Yeah, cool. Thank you guys. And then another one quickly, once again, Custard Trout, Patrick for happy marriage and all that. Hope wedding was really fun. We played lots of the Crash Bandicoot trilogy and a bit of Mario Kart as well. And we also played an arcade machine he had there as well. And all the music they had was like Star Wars themed and things. It was really weird and really fun. But yeah, cool. That's all my shout outs. Unless anyone else has any more.
I'll mention, I'll chime in on the Insomnia. Just everybody going there. Look forward to just seeing people there. And then to Nintendo players Basingstoke. Guys they always have an amazing event every time. So much fun, lots of banter, just everybody gets involved. It's a great community. They do now have a Discord group. So if you want to be a part of the action, online gaming, they're trying to do like theme nights and things for games. Check out their page on Facebook, and I'm sure if you message them nicely, they will give you a link to their Discord channel.
Yay!
So that is it.
Nice.
Cool.
Does that wrap things up?
That does
That
wrap
brings
things
it up.
up.
Ooh. Right.
That's a wrap.
That is a wrap. Maybe a tortilla wrap, we don't know, but we do know that it's time to end this episode on Nintendo Podcast System.
And
Right.
playing us out.
What will be playing us out, Sam?
So the transition music Matt was hopefully has put in is from Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which was the Mirror B battle. And our outro music, I'm sure Jack will love this, is the main theme from Sonic Mania.
Woohoo!
So I thought it appropriate, and it's really catchy.
Sam,
Yes.
go download Sonic Mania.
It sounds like
sure
it.
the
It is
music-
a
Really
good
good.
game.
I'm sure the music is now playing and egging me on.
Haha, Eggman.
Oh,
Jeez.
Haha, puns.
So you laugh at that when it wasn't even intentional, and then when I do a banging pun, you're just like, nah, mate, not having any of that.
When does your banging pun? When did that start? Where was
Like
that?
since the start of the podcast, I'm just like, I'm like Moses of come fly with me over here.
Oh, God.
Well, no, that would mean
I just see some tumbleweeds float past somewhere. So
You just
yeah.
anyway, right. Sam, where can people find you?
People can find me on Twitter, samspade_UK. You'll still find Sam Spade Gaming about on YouTube, and you can also find me around on Facebook as well.
Awesome. Jack, where can people find you?
People can find me at Gawny7789. It's GAWNY 7789. That is on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and other areas of the internet. Please go watch all the YouTube videos that I keep putting up and uploading, because otherwise, what's the point of doing it? So, cheers.
Then you can find me.
Where can we find you, Matthew?
You can find me at Askebo on Twitter. You can find me writing for VG Tribune and Nintendo Prime. Although Nintendo Prime is down right now, which is kind of annoying. The YouTube page isn't, but the site isn't. Right now, for Nintendo Prime, I'm writing an article ranking every single Mario Kart 8 Deluxe track. So from number 48 all the way to number 1, I'm ranking each and every one of them.
Nuts.
I am nuts. It's taking a
That's
long
nuts.
while.
Enjoy that.
I am. It's a piece of work, alright. And you can find my YouTube
What's
page
the
at Acebo.
worst one?
What's the worst one? I will tell you that right now.
Yeah.
It's Dry Dry Desert. That's by far my least favourite America 8 track. Because it's not that great. It's just not.
It's probably a fair shout, actually. Yeah.
That's a fair shout. A lot of people don't like
Yeah.
that track, sadly. You can find the podcast on YouTube, on VG Tribune, on iTunes, and on Podomatic.
Subscribe!
Subscribe to each of them, although not VG Tribune because that's a site.
Not
you can
just
find,
subscribe it, share it about.
share the podcast.
People.
If you
Like
love
the
us,
page!
do all that kind of stuff. You can follow us on Twitter.
Follow the Twitter!
N Podcast System. That's also what you need to search for when you're looking on Facebook as well. What else? Our email is nintendopodcastsystem@gmail.com. If you, in the off chance you do have to send anything our way, by email, because we don't get any email, but it would be nice one day. But anyway, hey yo, let's go.
You could also go on Matt's DeviantArt page where he's got all his original Sonic characters on.
I don't know.
Go and look at them. What?
Jack, don't try and blame your crime on me. Alright? If there's anybody out of the us three that would be drawing that
Hey.
kind of stuff, it will be you. Don't deny it. If it
No.
had to be.
Now that Sonic Mania's gone, right? Like, as in it's out.
Yeah.
There's only one game to look forward to now. Sonic
Sonic
Forces! Oh my god!
Yeah. Nah. I don't know. Maybe. I want to see more of it, but I may have to get on PS4.
There's a little Mario game somewhere before that, I think. But,
Oh yeah,
you
but
know.
like, no one gives a
No one's
shit
worried
about
that.
like, well, no, actually, Bubsy's where it's at.
Bubsy!
You're
Good
wrong.
Bubsy!
No, actually, no.
Oh.
Before we wrap up,
What year is this?
It's a weird
Crash
year.
Bandicoot, Bubsy, and Sonic's out.
Yeah.
What year is
Like
this?
3D Mario. Yeah, October's a crazy month for me at least because it's like Layton at the start, and then you got Fire Emblem Warriors, and you got Mario, and it's like bloody hell, I can't handle this. It's too
Not long
much.
now. Right,
Oh,
let's go.
right,
let's
let's
go.
go. Thank you all so much for listening to episode 45 of the Nintendo Podcast System. Thank you again, and happy gaming.
Matt's drunk.
Alcoholic.